Good morning. I'm in the car. I'm headed to work. I gotta be there in 30 minutes. I don't know what the traffic looked like. My intention was to leave the house at 7:15, and it's like I know it takes me more than 15 minutes. So why do I give myself this, unrealistic time to get ready? I was trying to take a shower, wash my face, brush my teeth, put my clothes on, get my lunch and stuff together, all in 15 minutes. I'm like, baby, it take a lot more time to wash all this goodness. So I don't know why I be playing myself. I got to get up at least by 6:30 and take my time to get ready so I can leave by no later than 7:10. That way it gives me 50 minutes to get to work, and as far as traffic, I should be good. And I gotta make it happen. I've been up on my phone all night, all day yesterday. That was my off day. I have to put a time limit on my scrolling. Because Tehran, he just get in bed. Sometimes he'll be on his phone for like 5 or 10 minutes max, and that's like very rare. When he getting into bed, it's because he about to pass out, and I need to do the same. We need to go to bed together. We have goals. We need to start doing some type of routine together, and I think that's why we're kind of off balance, because we're not being intentional about the time that we're spending together. Even if he gets off work and he has his little routine, we should at least spend 30 minutes to an hour just together, and just talking, decompressing from the day, talking about what we're going to do tomorrow, making sure we both know each other's schedules, if we have any plans for the weekend. Those are things that we should be doing, and we're not. We have not had a routine our entire relationship and our marriage thus far. So I think it starts at the little things. Even though I want us to have this immaculate power couple mindset, it's not something that is developed overnight. We have to work at it, and we have to start somewhere, and we can't start from we just in it. We have to start from having a plan, and making sure we follow that plan, and then we're eventually adding other things to it to kind of build it up to where we're both on the same wavelength, because we're not on the same wavelength with anything right now. So I can't expect us to be on the same page with our goals, if that makes sense. So this morning I'm going to be doing braids. I have 2 sets of braids today. Actually, I have a braid touch up. I'm gonna take a break, and then I have a braid install. So I'm gonna be doing that all day, probably until about 8 o'clock tonight. So I'm getting off late, so he'll be probably off around 5. So that's 3 hours that he'll be at home and I won't. So when I get in, I'm gonna try to just take a shower. I'm not gonna eat anything because I'm eating everything at work today. I brought my lunch, and that consists of, and I finally put it in my bag, because my tail far bag, it's just so huge. I got the large one, and my client, she had some, and and I was looking for the black one, not really knowing the whole magnitude of how big it was, and I'm like, I would have never agreed to it. I probably should have got the medium, and that would have been good for me. But nonetheless, I love the bag, and I just gotta find a way to make that bag work for me. And I think it's probably gonna be more of a travel bag, because I'm going on a cruise in a couple of months, and I think that will be my bag. Like when we go to the pool, I can put my bottles of water in it, my snacks, if I have any reading material, my laptop, and everything like that. I can put everything in my bag and take it in. It'll fit like a dream. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so yeah, so, oh, I was supposed to be telling you. So today what I'm going to do is I have 2 of these today. I'm going to drink 2 protein shakes. I have a protein bar. I did bring my my little snacks, which are only 39 calories a piece. And, you know, they're very, very simple ingredients. You can read the 3 ingredients. They fruit and nuts. So I have that, and I'm gonna do a tuna salad, and what else did I bring? I think that was it. I brought a salad, tuna salad, you know, the protein bar, 2 protein shakes, and I have my snacks and my water. I think I should have brought some. No, I'm good. Because I think I needed one more thing, because I still don't even think that's going to add up to 800 calories. So, there's 3, 4, 5, probably 5. And see, I needed, and I think, oh, I do have another tuna. Okay, I got another tuna at work. So, I'm going to put 2 of those tunas in my salad. I only brought 1 Chipotle. So, I think I'm going to put another tuna in my salad to give me like 140 calories or 120, no, 160 or 140, because I think it's either 70 or 80 calories per pack. I don't know. I don't even know. You guys, I don't even see. Oh, okay, it's on there. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And, oh, here go traffic right at the Denham Spring exit. Okay, you guys, so let me explain to y'all why the traffic, like, what happens in the morning. Like, this morning is a tidbit better, because usually in the morning, the traffic can be back to Walker. Walker is the exit after my exit. So, sometimes the traffic is backed up to there. So, to get from my exit, Jubin, up to Denham Springs would take about 5 or so minutes, even though it should take like a minute. So the difficult part is O'Neill is the next exit after Denham Springs. And so if we're in traffic, it could take 20 minutes to get from Denham Springs to O'Neill. So 20 minutes to get to the next exit in the morning. And it can take an additional 10 to 15 minutes to get to the next exit, which is Millerville. So you guys, I'm telling you, the morning be like, you know, but I'm just thankful God woke me up this morning. It's very dreary today. It's supposed to rain all day. I'm happy I'm gonna be inside. I don't have to go out and get anything. I don't have to call any, you know, Jimmy John's. I have everything that I need that's gonna be at the salon to make sure that I'm having a very energy power packed day. I've already taken my meds for the morning, and I'm supposed to be drinking this right now before 8. People's like, oh, it don't matter as long as you get it in. I have to do things that's in my mind and my routine. So hey, I'm down 19 pounds. So I'm really, you know, grateful to God. I was at my highest at 252. You guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. 252. I know that there are people who are probably my height or shorter and they're past 252. But let me explain something. When you look in the mirror and you can't really see yourself, you know, it's a problem. It's like I couldn't see myself, and I'm still, it's you know, it's blurry, and it's coming in as I'm being very strategic about my eating, and I'm planning, and I'm doing what I need to do. So it is kind of coming into view, but it's still very blurry. until I can see that person that I need to see, that person that exudes confidence and exudes strength, and I don't know if I'm going to be happy with the reflection. And that's not on any body dysmorphic disorder. It's when you gain weight, your face gets very big or it's full. Features look different, and that's not something you're used to seeing. And trust me, my face has gotten very big since I moved here. So over the past 9 years, it went from being oval to round, and I think my confidence, because my clothes, when you go to put your clothes on and they don't really fit, and now you realize you have to buy other clothes. But before you purchase other clothes, you only have the clothes you have. So trying to put your body that was one thing into some smaller clothes, and that's psychological, because yeah, you're gonna feel a certain way because your clothes don't fit. You're spilling out, and even though it's gradual, it's taken me 9 years to get to 252, but I came here at 215. So that's quite a bit of weight. And I stayed at 234, 235, well, between 234 and 236 for like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years. I was at that. And I didn't, try to get down. So at 252, I looked and I was like, And I'm grateful that God has planted a seed in my mind that I am worthy of change. I am worthy of the commitment to my health and the commitment to my mental state and my my well-being, planting a seed in my mind and getting me to understand that the insanity that I was doing the same thing and expecting change is complete ludicrous, and we all are guilty of that. We all are guilty of thinking that we can keep going our own way and miraculously what we want is going to be manifest. That's like somebody not playing the lottery but keep saying, ooh, when I win the lottery, but you don't even play, so how are you going to win? You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I want to retire by 50, but you're doing everything but plan for retirement. So at 36 years old, I think that a lot of people, and I might post this, I don't know, a lot of people, unless you're talking what they want to hear, they're not going to stop and listen. You know what I'm saying? But when they sit down and, they ideal person is saying something, a celebrity, somebody who they feel like is more inferior, or somebody who they look up to, or who they feel has a little bit more than them, that has been granted the I would say the privilege of being able to preach about certain things so that they can hear, because they're doing better, so I can listen to them. But when you listen to someone, you feel like you kind of teetering on the same level, or you doing better than them in your mind. You think like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. But it's cool. I understand it. We've all been there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know she ain't trying to tell me and she doing X, Y, and Z. Baby, it's called, do what I say. Do what I say, not as I do. But you still have to be a role model. You can't look up to celebrities and these people with these lives and think that these are your role models, when in fact, because of their lifestyle. I'm not saying because of their education. Now, if you have someone who you look up, their mind is beautiful, their style, you just have like this respect for them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you looking at people who got all this stuff and be flashing brand names and all of this, whatever, and you feel like this is the person you should look up to. No. Look up to someone who you can tailor your mindset, the beginning, somebody who can motivate you to see what your unique quality and your passions are, so that you can feel good about the transition. I don't know if anyone out there is feeling the same way that I'm feeling, but I speak to my clients, and I speak the truth about what I've been through and how difficult my mind has been to wrap around what I need to do in order for me to walk in my truth, walk in my passion, walk in the faith in which God has instilled in me. And I am a true believer, a firm believer, that until you are in line with where your path is supposed to go, the doors are not going to open. He's preparing you to be able to receive what it is that he has for you. You can't say, you want this type of responsibility when you're not even showing it on a smaller scale. You can't even show it within your life. You're not even disciplined to do the things that it takes for you to be that person. You're not even disciplined to be able to get a check, and instead of going out to the club or buying clothes or planning to spend it on a trip or going out to eat every day of the week and shopping on Amazon and trying to do all this extraness or getting a car that you can't afford, you're not even disciplined enough to say, what, I need to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do for my future. I need to make sure my monies are accounted for. I need to make sure that I'm saving. I have an emergency fund put aside. I'm budgeting where my money is going. Every dollar needs to be accounted for, because when you're not accounting for if those dollars, and I'm preaching to myself too. I'm not just preaching and saying like, oh, I'm the perfect person. No, I'm telling you because I'm telling myself. And so if you get $100 and you have to plan out that $100, okay, if you're going to get a snack, that $100 needs to be accounted. That dollar or two needs to be accounted for, because your balance, at the end, it's supposed to be zero on both sides. So if your budget is $100 for food, when you go in there, if it's $103, you don't have 103, you have 100, which means you need to get something generic, or you need to have a coupon or two, or put something back. It's not in your budget. It's okay for you to tell people that. You don't have to swipe your credit card or go into debt trying to be a part of something. If they going out to eat and you got that money planned for something else, you don't go into your savings to get $50 to go out to eat. No, it's not in your budget. Simple as that. It's not in my budget. It's okay. Because when your friends start hearing it's not in your budget, maybe that'll be something where they say, well, let me see what my budget looking like. Let me get me a budget together. You have to speak things out so other people can receive it. Your words have power. And until people start realizing the power their words have, even for good and bad, you're going to keep missing the point, the blessings, the intention behind what it is that you're trying to learn in order to get to the next level. You can listen to Derek J or all these other people that y'all listening to, and they telling you all of this and whatever, and wherever you get the knowledge, wherever you get the message, as long as you receive it and it's in good intention, by all means. A lot of people in school didn't like me because I was real reserved. I tried to stay to myself, because if you're not in something, you can't say I did something. And I don't know if people really realize that. It's not because anybody stuck up or bougie or acting funny. It's like, if I wasn't there, you can't say I did anything. You can't say you saw me doing X, Y, and Z. You can't put my name in it. And because I had been burned. So I realized growing up and, gaining a level of maturity that, we do things for reasons. And they might not be understood to some degree. I don't have more than anybody else. I don't care if you living in a 1-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom, you on Section 8, you get food stamps, you got 5 kids, no baby daddy. I'm not better than you. Nobody's better than the other person. Nobody. It's called the sacrifices you make are different. They're sacrifices. I might not be willing to sacrifice getting a a second or a part-time job because I want to ride around in a Lexus or a Mercedes. I might not be that person. You might be. That doesn't make me better. That was your decision. You know, it might be your decision to sacrifice, you know, the money that you could put in your savings account and say, hey, I'm going to treat myself and go on a trip. That doesn't make me better than you because I decided to save my money and put it in an IRA or in a mutual fund or invested in cryptocurrency. That doesn't make me better than you. It was a decision. That's it. I don't look at myself as having or being more than anybody. If you say to me like, oh, you think you better than me, that means that's an insecurity from you because you didn't hear me say it. So anytime somebody say, ooh, or even when you say it, ooh, they think they all that because they got that, whatever. No, you feel some kind of way about what they have, and be realistic, because that may be something you want, or now that person has this level in which the status that people perceive because they're driving around in something fancy or because they moved into this certain type of house or neighborhood. That has nothing to do with you because you don't know people's struggle. You don't know the sacrifices people have to make in order to have this perception of themselves to the world, or you know what they have. You don't know. When I found that out and I realized how your mind works, and catch this, and if you can't catch it, baby, I'm gonna tell you, put it in your pocket. When you see people riding around with luxury vehicles, when you see people going on trips and they buying, you know, expensive clothing, and they just seem like they got it all together, sometimes, yes, less than not, they have budgeted, they have a plan, and they make enough money to be able to do those things. It's planned for. But most of the time, you know, if you see somebody with a fancy car, they may be leasing it. You know, they may be leasing a car. You put down, you know, whatever they say put down, your credit got to be pretty decent, and you're going to be making a lower payment per month. There are pros and cons to having a lease car. Now, if you're somebody who be wanting to get a new car every 4 years or 3 years, yes, leasing is for you. Ain't no sense in you know what I'm saying, getting a car and, you know, having to put down $10,000 just to get a certain note. Just lease a car. You know, a lot of times people are trying to leverage their credit. They're buying things with their credit, and then they are paying them off month to month, or they're carrying a balance so that they can supplement their income with credit. So you never know what people are doing. You see them spending. That don't mean they got it, baby. That could mean that they just really bad with money, and or they just have made a decision to put it on a credit card. In some cases, yes, they have the money for it. But I'm telling you, a lot of times, no, they don't. They don't. I'm just keeping it real. So I know this conversation has been all around the world. I am still trying to get to work. Traffic. Yeah, you have to realize that. So today's lesson, I'm going to say, is to take a look at yourself. Take a look at the things that you want. Take a look at your finances. Take a look at your children, your home. Look at your APRs on your credit cards, on your loan. See if you can get those negotiated down. You know, if you need more money, nobody's going to give it to you. You have to work for it. Don't settle for what people give you. I don't care if you go into a job that you feel like they say this is the salary. This is what you make hourly. Can you say, well, you know, I'm gonna need an extra dollar in order for this job to fit, you know, my budget for my lifestyle? You never know. Closed mouths don't get fed. They don't get fed. Mine included. I've been eating too much. I need to starve. But I don't need to starve because of my own will. I need to starve because I'm starving for knowledge, you know, and I'm being selective of what I'm looking at. I love Ebony Allen. We went to high school together. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know who Ebony Allen is because a lot of you guys are high school alum. And she has such inspirational messages. She has books that has affirmations. She has a very positive mindset, and is very anointed by God, because she is allowing herself to be a vessel to speak to you and to speak to the people in a positive light. And I give her every accolade. You know, my best friend Talisa Toole, real estate agent at Keller Williams in Shreveport, she is very humble and transparent about what it is that she can offer via her business. You know, these are people who I've seen transition into strong business women, you know, and I'm very happy for them, and I want them to thrive. I want them to get everything that, you know, life has to offer. My cousins, LaShonda, Nicole Richardson Dow, and Sharice Moore. Oh, she gonna kill me. I forgot her new last name. But they are with Primerica. You know, they are independent contractors. They're trying to give the community the knowledge to be insured and to invest in themselves and their future. And I love that. Everybody is trying to become this person, a better person. You know, they're trying to offer you something. It could be knowledge. It could be a way of living, as far as living in your truth. You know, going the extra mile. Going the extra mile to get your family insured. Getting your family into a home. Getting your family the mental workout, as far as Ebony is trying to get your family in a good mental space, a good positive space, in order to receive the blessings of God. All of these things work hand in hand, you know. And I am, you know, Kedra Brown. She is another one who I went to high school with. She is making moves in the culinary industry, and she has now decided to open up a boutique. That is, I mean, awesome, man. 2003 Woodlawn alum is sickening. You know, it's ridiculous. And there's so many more. These are the people that I see on a regular basis via social media. I am not close friends with some of these people. I don't even have conversations with them, but I see them from afar and I try to support, you know, because I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I'm not out here trying to be them or piggyback off of them. I'm here trying to lift them up, because these are women in business. These are black women in business and women in power. And I want them to feel empowered, you know, and by their peers, because we are here to lift them up. We've all come from a place where the struggle was real. I don't think any person I named came from somewhere where a silver spoon was in their mouth. I seen the struggle. You know, we are in this together, and we're trying to make a better life for our families. So I mean, when I say loving it, I am loving it. Keep doing what y'all doing. You know, I'm keep supporting you and looking from you on the far. I you know, there will come a day where we all can get together in Shreveport and we can, you know, give our testimonies in our journeys and uplift each other and other women in our community. And I can't wait for that to happen. So yes, I am like an extra away from work. You guys, I'm telling you, the fact that it's taking me this long to get, it takes me literally, usually, maybe 12 or 13 minutes, 15 max, and it's been like 30 minutes. I can't. Baton Rouge, you got to do better. But I mean, maybe we needed to go slow. The roads are slick, it's wet. I would hate for people to be flying and end up in accidents, because if you know, on I-12 in, you know, Baton Rouge, they're known for accidents, known for, you know, heavy traffic. And I'm just praying that we all make it to our destination safely. So y'all enjoy your Tuesday. And I pray that everybody, you know, found something in the message to take back, put it in their pocket, think about it, you know, look into your finances, look into your debt, look into yourselves, and give yourself the strength to be better people. Y'all have a gorgeous week.